Shalom. It's HOI Detroit. Come to wake up our people. Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans. You are God's chosen people. We give our honors to our elders. We give our praises to Yahweh. We give our glory to Yahweh Shah. So we're going to get ready to get started. A little blistering, but we're going to get it going. We give he said a lot going on in America today with the new oppressor-dent. He's an oppressor. And he gonna have he got a dent in his brains. But that's good. We need this pink oppressor. Because he gonna tighten you Israelites up. Y'all gonna come together. If it wasn't for him oppressing you, you wouldn't be doing on the 28th, we all don't spend no money. He got us coming together where we all don't spend no money on the 28th. All right, so this oppressor is gonna oppress the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans so tight that we're gonna come together. But see, what you fail to realize is that we've been keeping the commandments. We've been keeping the commandments anyway. It's called the Sabbath day. We waiting on y'all to not buy and sell on the Sabbath day. Y'all get closer and closer. But once we do it every Saturday. We don't spend no money. No. Give me Jeremiah 51 and 12.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes.
Right, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes. Right, because the ambushes is going to be what you call the UFOs. We call them chariots. They here now. And so y'all don't have answers for what's going on, but the Bible got answers for everything. And see, when you see the Bible with blue eyes like the white man, then everything you see, you understand like him.
That's right.
But the true Israelites, you see the Bible as it's written. And so, keep going.
For the Lord hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon.
Right. He has advised. He has advised and done against that what he speak to Babylon. Babylon is America right now.
That's right.
This is the new Babylon. And so if you don't know, the illustration will tell you this is the new Babylon. Okay, keep going. So this is the new Babylon, the wicked. This is the wild, wild wicked. And see, when wicked people rule, this is what you get. Yeah. It says, go and teach on the highways and byways. Not stand and pass out. You got to teach. That was Jeremiah 51 and 12. It says teach on the highways and byways. And so, the scripture don't teach you at the same time.
Verse 13. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come in the measure of thy covetousness.
Right, and so America, your end has come. Your oppression and oppressed, it don't make a difference because we are the watchmen. When the Israelites start to find out who they are, and you know that you spent millions of dollars trying to keep the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans not knowing they're Israelites. And we still found out. You can read the Bible 100 times. But the way we read it, we understand that the Messiah is black.
That's right.
But we understand also that when you see that and you oppress, you better not see that he's black. And see, we see that back in the stage days where you cut the nose off the statues, you're trying to say that wasn't us. You come here and oppress us that Jesus is white, and now you come to say he ain't us. So now the chariots, you got them looking like aliens. That's not us. If it's up to you, ain't nobody us. But everything is us, because we the real rulers.
That's right.
And the Messiah, he's coming back for his people. And we didn't take the time clock. When the Israelites started to wake up, we are the ones that's causing the corruption around the world, as far as the other nations expect. And see, when they sent Ukraine back over here, Ukraine is upset because we waking up. This would have never happened to Ukraine if it wasn't for us waking up. See, it says when the truth goes around the world, then the end will come. Christianity would have been around the world 100 times. You know that ain't the truth. The truth now is we waking up. And the truth is going around the world. And now you see the end is coming.
Verse 14. The Lord of hosts hath sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with me, as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. And they shall lift up a shout against thee.
Okay, and surely I will send caterpillars. And these are parasites. Parasites are in America today. And these are the caterpillar that eats up the leaves. And so when you understand these scriptures had to be broken because it was hidden. If the Bible stood straight, told this truth, they would have burnt the Bible up. That's why he said, why are you speaking in parables? For only us to understand. And now that the Bible's in our hands, we're going to speak the truth. There's nobody in office that the Lord did not, that the Father did not place, that the Lord did not place in office. These people in office ain't nothing but puppets.
Bring it up.
And you blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans, you're not Negroes. You're not African Americans. You're not two white men. You're God-chosen people.
That's right.
And if you want to hold hand in hand, you're gonna die with it. Give me Habakkuk 2:4. So this is the Bible is the greatest book on the planet. And it was written by Israel to Israel for Israel.
That's right.
And any other nations, they had, in order to slither in, they had to adjust the Bible to try to slither in. But the truth stands on its own. Keep going.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
These people that run America, their souls are lifted up, their souls are not upright in them.
That's right,
See, give me what was that last time? Lift it, Salawan. Give me Google psychopath. Yeah, and keep going. Run, be good. You made it, man. Let's do it. All right, keep going.
But the just shall live by his faith.
Right, and so the just shall live by his faith. That means the rulers whose soul is not upright in them, we have to live around them, right? But we have to live by faith. Why? Because they're testing our faith. It says, do not add to this book, not one thing to this book. If this book is in English, you don't have to tell me English. I understand English. If you add to this book, you're going to die. And if you're with the book that's added, I mean, you should have added yourself. And you're with it. And it said, do not add or do not take away. Period. This is God's word. It ain't nothing to play with. If it ain't for you to understand, you don't supposed to touch it. Now, this is called, here's psychopath.
Psychopath is a neuropsychiatric disorder subtype
Right, so psychopath is a neuropsychopathic disorder. Keep going.
of an antisocial personality.
It's an antisocial personality.
The characteristic by a lack of empathy, remorse, and guilt.
Right, and so this is the characteristic. Lack of morality. What else?
Empathy, remorse.
Lack of sympathy, empathy, and remorse. And so that means that they go to another country, kill, steal, rape, have no remorse, pillage the people, set a person on fire, and their kids can watch you on fire, and their kids don't even have remorse. Their kids can have baby dolls in their hand, seeing you on fire, and do not cry. Their soul is not lifted up in them, right up in them.
That's right,
And so it's nothing for an orange president to make bloody decisions. It's nothing for another nation to go and claim Israel and kill all the Palestinians because they want the land. It's nothing for them to do it to themselves in Russia and Ukraine. These two Edomites doing it to themselves. So what you think about that they think about you? But what making them do this? Us waking up. What they done did to us, they're gonna have to do to themselves. Keep going.
Verse 5. Yea, also, because he transgressed it by wine, he is a proud man.
Right, because he can dress by wine, he is a proud man. Oh yeah, you're right, yeah.
Appreciate that, huh? Yeah, I ain't off of that.
His philosophies, his government, it's like wine. And this way he get his confidence from. Keep going.
He is a proud man.
And this man is a proud man. He feels can't nobody take him down. Only person that can feel so proud like this, he got to have nukes. He got to rule the world. But he can't stop them planes from falling. Why? Because he's getting weak. He can't stop the chariots from flying around. Why? Because he's losing his power.
That's right.
Because we waking up. You didn't see no chariots until we got here. Till we start knowing who we are, things gonna change big time. Because the Israelites are the ticking time clock. Our kids is under 30, they on the streets, cold or what? Putting the word out, waking our people up. And those who don't want to wake up, 2/3 gonna die anyway.
That's right.
So let it be what it's gonna be. Keep going.
Neither keepeth that humble, who enlarges his desire as head.
Right, so he enlarges his desire as hell. Whatever he desires is going to turn into hell. And so when he enlarges territory, whether he want to be in America, whether he want to be in Israel, take Palestine, Gaza, wherever this person is at, his weapons have destroyed more nationalities and more people than anybody else. Right now, the Muslims, the Arabs, and they fighting over there right now. But over here, who they mad at? They mad at us. We ain't killed none of them. They killing us, and they fighting the people over there in Palestinian that's killing each other, and they over here mad at us. They ain't even mad at the ones in Dearborn. They more mad at us than anybody. Why? Because we the threat. Because when we get the planet, we're taking over the whole planet.
That's right.
They don't know, they cannot see how this is going to take place. But in the Bible, those who are sitting on high, they understand this word. They know that their time is ending. Their time is up. It's going to take more than nuke. You can't even put out a fire in LA. You can't keep planes from not falling. Planes is representative of you. Your height won't fall. Job 14:4. 14:4.
Job, verse 4, chapter 14, verse 4.
Bring it out.
Who can bring and clean things out of the unclean? Not one.
Who can make this man clean? Nobody can make this man clean. If you marry the same man, he will not turn out clean. This man is destined to die. You cannot make a snake clean. Who can make this man stand upright when his soul not lifted upright in him? No one can. You can marry this individual, you're gonna die with him. You can worship this individual, you're gonna die with him. Forefathers did not worship this individual. Done. Keep going.
Seeing his and determine the number of his months and Salakia are with thee, though has appointed his bonds that he cannot pass.
Right, and so, just like the water, it cannot pass. His clock is ticking, and it's gonna come to a time where he cannot pass a certain area, right? A certain point. So he got a point where it's in, just like the water ends. The water don't pass a certain boundary. He got a boundary time where his time is gonna run out.
Let me read that again. Seeing his days are determined.
Seeing his days are determined from God. His days got an end to it, because they determined by God.
The number of his months are with thee.
The number of his months are with God.
Thou has appointed his bonds.
So he appointed a time to die, right? This whole nation.
That he cannot pass.
And they cannot pass this point. This point for them to give up the power, they got a point. And they're going to die.
That's right.
Why? Because the time is clicking. The clock has already started. When you see us, you see your end. When you see Israelites rising up, you see the time click. The time is clicking, right? And so it's about to end. And so when he says it's got a certain point, it's got a red light coming, and that's when it's over. You know how the water can't go to a certain bound? That's how its power gonna end. It can't go but so far, right? And then the end will come. Egypt was a rulership. They lost. Rome is given to the Blacks, Hispanic, and Native American, what you would call the 12 tribes of Israel.
Turn from him, that he may rest.
Right, turn from him, that he may rest.
Till he shall accomplish as an actually his day.
Right, till he shall accomplish his end. And so what he doing? He trying to wrap up everything he can. Putting the Puerto Ricans out of town. Putting the Puerto Ricans out of the city. Because it's for the Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans. So he's trying to get the Native Americans out of here before they wake up. So when he conquered, he divided and conquered.
That's right.
He ain't trying to get the Arabs out of here that they're fighting in Middle East. He ain't trying to get them out of here. The Puerto Ricans ain't doing nothing to nobody. But they're a threat because they're Israelites.
That's right.
Give me Matthew's what was that, 14 and 4. Yep, and then give me Jeremiah, last one, Jeremiah 48 and 10.
The book of Matthew, chapter 14, verse 4. For John said unto him, it is not lawful for thee to have her. And when he would have put him to death, he feared the multitude, because they counted him as a prophet.
Matthew 8:28.
Matthew 8, verse 28. And when he was come to the other side into the country of the Gergesenes, there met him two possessed with devils.
Right. So when our forefathers walked through the graveyard, they met him two possessed devils. Right? Now listen to this.
There met him two possessed with devils, coming out of the tombs, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way.
That's right. And so when other men passed by, they got destroyed by these demons.
That's right.
But when Yahweh shot Jesus black, when he passed by, this is what took place.
And behold, they cried out, saying, what have we to do with thee? Jesus?
Right. What have we to do with these Israelites?
Jesus, the Son of God.
Right, the Son of God.
Art thou come hither to torment us before the time?
There you go. So they got a certain time for rulership.
That's right.
Has thou come here early to destroy us? Because it's not our time. You're right. It's not American time, but the time is ticking. And guess what? The smoke is about to happen. The smoke already started. Because we up and we can't turn back. That's just like saying, I want to make America great again. First, you got to get rid of them chariots. You got to send them back. You got a lot to do. And it's going to be impossible. Because once they get here, they got eyes on you. And they're not going to leave until this place is destroyed.
That's right.
It's ironic that as soon as he becomes president, you got 120 planes that crash. And you think it's not God or us waking up? Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you that don't believe what's going on right before your eyes. And if you want to choke us, Target or Walmart's, we're gonna choke you out the sky. We're gonna mess with your money. You want to deal? We're gonna deal. We just ain't never fought back. But when we do, you're gonna catch hell.
That's right.
Jeremiah 48:10. Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord decisively.
Right. Cursed that be he that do the work of the Lord decisively. Anybody that hate Israelites are cursed. Anybody that hate Israelites are cursed. You can't hate who God loves. Read it again.
It's a lot. Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be the keeper that take his sword from blood, back his sword from blood.
Right, and cursed who keep his sword from blood. If you got this Bible, you got to read bloody scriptures. And you curse if you skip over these scriptures trying to read something sweet. You don't even supposed to read the Bible if you're reading it trying to fulfill another person's need. You read the word and the word can get bloody because the word is a sword. So curse who pick up this Bible and read it gently. You read this Bible as it's written.
Right,
And the Bible say in the end, you blacks, Hispanic, and Native American will rule the world and then no one else will ever take over. Because we're going to have one king, the king of HOI.
That's right.
And so far, now one prophecy has failed. Well, last scriptures keep going on that.
Moab hath been at ease.
That's it. The last scripture is you might give me Jeremiah 48:10.
I just read that.
Okay. All right. The last one is Ezekiel 7:1. 37:1. Go to 37:4 so I can cut it. Two scriptures.
37:1.
Say about 6 scriptures if we don't know what I'm saying.
37:1.
So,
Ezekiel 37:1.
Yeah.
The hand of the Lord has upon me and carried me out, and the Spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry.
right. And so there's very many of us in the open valley in the land of America that's very dry under different religions, right? But we got to come back knowing who we are. We can't be slithered in with another nation thinking we part of that nation. When you see King David, the nation that you with today, he killed them. So the nation that you love today, King David, our forefathers never loved the nation that you love right now. What have happened to you? In order to love this nation that's, what you call it,
Psychopath.
in order to love the psychopath,
There's no empathy.
they have no sympathy, right? In order to love a psychopath to have no sympathy, then you got to have Stockholm syndrome. That's the only way you can love a psychopath is that you have to have Stockholm syndrome. Well, our Stockholm syndrome has been lifted up off of us.
That's right.
So we know when we see it. And so we have children. And you got to tell your children who the enemies is, right? So they can beware and teach them the word. Because you cannot trust your enemies. So is iron rust, so is their wickedness.
Last one. That's the Jeremiah 48. Jeremiah. I think I stopped at 11. Moab has been at ease from his youth, and he has settled on his lease, and have not been emptied from vessels to vessel.
Right. And so not only Moab, but this place here, it has not been empty of its sins. Right? And so once the point, it gets to the dead point to where it can't go no further, then the end will come. Say, Kon Yashua.
Shalom, shalom. That was powerful speaking by the brother. That was powerful speaking by the brother. What I'm gonna do, we're gonna start out with our people. I know yesterday was a day where all so-called blacks, was just supposed to be buying or shopping. But we've been doing that on the Sabbath day. And in all actuality, that was a start. But a lot of us don't know it's supposed to continue today. You ain't still supposed to be buying today because today is still part of the Sabbath. Let me get Exodus 20:8, and let me get Exodus 31:15. Because today is the continuation of the Sabbath. A lot of you don't know that the seventh day is actually Saturday. And just like in Genesis, somebody give me Genesis 1:1-3. He said, let there be light. Yeah. So the day actually starts at night. Even in America, brothers and sisters, do y'all know it's still the Sabbath? You breaking the commandment? Let me get that Genesis 28. Genesis 28. Yeah, my fault. Yeah, 28, my fault. The book of Genesis, chapter 20, verse 8. Therefore, Abimelech rose early in the morning. Exodus, my fault. Okay. The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8.
Look.
Remember the Sabbath day.
To do what?
Remember the Sabbath day. To keep it holy.
To keep it what?
To keep it holy.
Not to buy a shop.
To keep it holy.
Keep going. What does it say?
Thou shalt not, 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter.
That's good on that. There should be no buying, no selling, no working on the Lord's Sabbath day. The Sabbath day is in the 10 Commandments. You are breaking a commandment of the Lord.
That's right.
Yeah, give me 11. You are breaking a holy day of the Lord, whether you Lord or not. You have a contract with the Most High God. Whenever you buy on today and tonight, you are committing a sin. You are in sin. Finish that out.
Yeah. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the 7th day and hallowed it.
So what do you think? If he gonna rest and he hallowed it, why do you think you gonna work? If he did it on his own, why do you think you gonna do it?
That's right.
Are you anybody out here above God? Is anybody out here above God? Little do you know, you are God's creation. So he created you to rest on this day. He gave you a day, but actually the day is for you. The 7th day is your day to rest.
That's right.
It's your day. He said you can do, this is what God is telling you. He's telling you can do whatever you want for 6 days. He's asking you for 1 day. And 1 day, we can't even do the 1 day.
That's right.
But let us, when somebody fall down and slip, what's the first thing come out of everybody's mouth? Oh God.
That's right.
Oh God. If something going bad, what they say? Oh God. But you can't do what he wants you to do. Give me what you got, huh? That might be Exodus 31:15.
Oh, Exodus 31:15. Okay.
Exodus 31:15.
Bring it out.
Exodus 31:15. 6 days may work be done, but in the 7th is the Sabbath of rest.
Of what?
Of rest.
Of rest.
Oh, we about to hang out.
Of rest.
Holy to the Lord.
To who?
The
Holy
Lord.
to the Lord.
Americans say you can do what you want.
Holy to the Lord.
Whosoever does any work in the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death.
Whoa, I know everybody saying, what Bible they read? This God's book. He said, if you do something on the Sabbath, surely, what the book say?
Surely you will be put to death.
These God's words now. These ain't our words. God said, when you work on the Sabbath, you surely gonna be put to death. And I know a lot of you say, oh, I ain't gonna die. That don't mean that. It could be a physical death. It could be an eternal death.
That's right.
That's right.
God got all this in his hands. And I know y'all saying, oh man, look, what are they talking about? Somebody give me Galatians 4:16 and give me Ecclesiastes 12:13. See, I know y'all saying, oh, what these guys talking about up there? We telling you the truth. We trying to keep our people out of sin. The so-called blacks, the so-called Mexicans, the so-called Native Americans. Brother, you should come get this word. We read right out the same Bible that you look at every day.
Oh, well, we bring out the original Bible. Give me what you got. Brother, listen to this right here.
The book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 16. If I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Am I your enemy, brother, because I'm telling you the truth? Because I'm telling you what the real Bible say? That's right. That goes to any so-called black, so-called Native American. Are we your enemies because we're telling you the truth? What they say, the truth hurt. Nobody likes the truth. What that movie say? You can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. Our people can't handle the truth. One more time. What it say?
Galatians chapter 4, verse 16. If I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
We're not your enemy, brothers and sisters, because we're telling you the truth. We're telling our brothers and sisters, of course, the so-called blacks, the so-called Native Americans, and Indians, because we don't want the damnation to happen to you.
That's right.
Brother, did you hear what we just read? One more time for the brother. I know you hear it. You can ignore it, though, but you hear it.
Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
We're speaking the truth. We're speaking out the original Bible. And of course, we going into the Old Testament where your oppressor told you not to listen to. What book in the whole world that they tell you the first part of it don't count? That don't even make sense. You can't go into school and be like, listen, you know what? I'm not going to show up the first semester because it don't count. Go to your job and tell them, oh, the first 4 hours, I'm not coming because it don't count. That don't make no sense nowhere. Hey, get on the operation table. Hey, don't do the first part of the operation because it don't count. Just do the last part. That don't even make any sense out here.
When you get to the last, you can't do the first.
There you go. How you get to the 12th grade and you don't go to the first? That don't even make sense.
They say, since they say that laws are done away with, that's like saying, forget kindergarten and all that, go straight to college.
And that's another thing. How can the laws be done away with? First of all, God gave the laws, not Mosiah. He gave them to them. So how can the Messiah, who said he was sent by his Father, get rid of the laws? That's right. That don't even make sense. You can't go. Can you go into any place and say, well, I'm taking the laws? No son could go in their father's house and be like, it don't matter what you say. It's what I say. Come on now. That's not even logical. Give me what you got, huh?
Okay, this is Ecclesiasticus. Chapter 12, verse 13. Bring it up. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent?
Ecclesiastes.
Oh, okay. That was the Bible. That's okay. That's okay. I get it. No, I get it. You say
Yes.
Okay.
Let me get Baruch 4:6.
Give me 1 second.
Go ahead. See, when you don't follow these commandments, these things happen. Hey, sister, you know that today is still the Sabbath day? It is, sis. We trying to help you out here. We trying to save our people. We ain't gonna be out here too much longer. You never know that time is ticking. Come on back, sis. Give us 2 or 3 minutes. I know it's cold. We cold too. Just a few minutes to hear this word.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God.
Fear what?
Fear God.
Do what America wants you to do.
Fear God.
Follow the president.
Fear God. Fear God and keep His commandments.
Now you heard that, sis. You turned around. It says, fear God and keep His commandments.
That's right.
That's what He's telling us to do. You got to fear God and keep His commandments. Because if you don't fear God or keep His commandments, I'm going to tell you what happened to you, so-called black man, so-called Mexican man, so-called Native American. What you got? This is what happens when you don't keep His commandments.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations.
We was what?
Sold to the nations.
We should have followed the commandments.
Sold to the nations.
That's right.
Not for your destruction.
Not for your destruction. See, God got us over here to get our minds right.
Right.
God got us over here so we can straighten up. God got you over here, so-called black man, so-called Native American.
That's right.
He got you over here so you can get your mind right. Basically God is saying, go to your room till you get it together.
Right.
That's what He's doing. Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 68. One more time, huh?
Ye were sold to the nations.
God say you were sold to the nations.
That's right.
I'm going to show you what God say. He sent them out there. God say, you were sold to this in the Bible now. I know the pastor ain't gonna say nothing about this tomorrow, but it's in the Bible. I didn't write it. Give me until you get it, huh?
Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved God to wrath.
To what?
To wrath.
No, we made God feel good.
To wrath.
We did what he wanted us to do.
To wrath.
This is what God said. This is what the Father said. You moved them to wrath.
That's
So
right.
he put you in slavery. It wasn't nobody else. It wasn't because the so-called white man or the what's the Netherlands man. It wasn't because they were stronger than us. God was the one who said, okay, since you ain't gonna listen to me, you know what I'm gonna make y'all do? I'm gonna make you listen to the Lord's form of man on up till you get yourself right.
That's right.
I'm gonna put you in a certain area. Since you don't want to listen to me, I'm gonna make you listen to him. What you got?
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68.
Bring it up.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
The Lord gonna do what?
Bring thee into Egypt again.
And Egypt, let's do this for this, all these Egyptologists. Egypt wasn't called Egypt back then. So when he say Egypt, that means in bondage. And bondage means slave. Just what we read in Baruch.
That's right.
What the Lord do again?
Bring thee into Egypt again. With ships.
You walk.
With ships.
Keep going. All right.
By the way whereof I spoke unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
And this all because we didn't follow these commandments.
That's right.
They easy to do. They easy to do. What's that in John 5:3? Yeah, that's that, right? And we in all this in bad neighborhoods, bad health care, because why? We ain't listening. It ain't that hard to listen. He wants you to listen. But guess what? You want to do what you want to do. Some of us even happy here. That's the bad part. That is the sickness. Some of us are so good being on the bottom. You don't even want to rule. Just think of that. You so good with your oppressor, the white man, the Chinese, all that. You so good with him being above you. You comfortable. You can't see yourself above these other people.
That's right.
Let me get Deuteronomy 7:6. You got that, or did I take you this on Twitter? Go ahead. Give me 7:6.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Unto who?
The Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So this guy telling somebody that you above everybody.
That's right.
So I know the pastor that told you we all equal. Not even in history. Throughout, when you look at all of us, we can't be. We ain't the same size. We ain't the same hair. We ain't equal. God said there's a group, and when you look on this earth, there's a group that stands above everybody else.
That's right.
That is the group he talking about.
Right.
Everybody on earth know who can jump higher, who can run faster, who the strongest, who the smartest, who got all their patents and ideas stolen. We ain't stealing from nobody. They was all stole us. This light that you go by every day, a black man invented that.
That's right.
A black man invented parts of the car. Every part on earth, everything invented was by a black man. So that lets you know who the special people is. I'm gonna tell you who else, how you know who's special. Everybody out here copies one group of human beings on earth.
That's
They
right.
want to wear their pants down. They want to rap all down. They want to pick their hair. They want to wear braids. They want lip injections. They want to be just like you. Just like you said. You're the special people. Black man, so-called Native American, so-called Mexican. You're the ones, but you got to start getting it up here. That's why he sent you to your room, so we can get our minds right.
That's right.
But we getting it slowly but surely. That's why we out here to wake our people up. Give me that last one, huh?
No! I brought out grievous, the definition of grievous. Something bad, very severe, or serious.
God, and this is something serious.
That's right.
This is something, and the thing a lot of you don't realize, he sent us here all together.
Man.
So in order for us to get off, we all got to be on one accord.
That's right.
But the Most High know all of us ain't gonna follow, and he okay with that.
because he say 2/3 of y'all ain't gonna make it anyway. He good with it. We gotta be good with it. But we coming out here to try to get as many as we can. But we gonna come back every so-called Sabbath. That's Friday sundown to Saturday sundown to wake our people up until we can't do it no more. That's right. This HOI Detroit. We'll be back next week. Come up, y'all.
Come up, y'all.
Come up, y'all.
Come up, y'all.
Come.
Who got next?
We got next.
Who got next?
We got next.
When?
Now.
When?
Now.
And how? By Simeon Shah.
Sure.
Kumasula!